Right, good morning guys. It's been a while, probably somewhere give or take a week or so, nearly 6 months since the last time I've done an urbex. This one right on my doorstep, literally I guess maybe about 800 metres walk from my home to here. Water Eaton Road, Bletchley. It is the old, I've always known it as the Abbey National HQ. Some people call it the Santander because they of course took them over. I'm here with Adventures of Paul. Say hello Paul. Reason being, he's dragged me here. This isn't really my bag, to be honest with you. It's a bit too modern. I like it where nature's taken over, grown up and made a right mess of a place. It does look a bit tarnished, sad for sort of state of affairs, been ripped apart, scrapped, etc. But anyway, let's go and do this. Right, let's start another urbex adventure. In through the front door. Paul, you was only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. I've always wondered what that is. If someone can tell me. I see these sprayed about everywhere. Some say eat me, some have got numbers on them. Very dark to start off with. So this would have been a reception area, that's for sure. Of course guys, for those who don't know where we are, this is, let's go out on a limb and just turn around and say it's known as Santander, but it's the old Abbey National HQ, Bletchley, Water Eaton Road. Wow, look at that lift. These glass doors here. Pretty much a mess guys, to be honest with you. I think they've been in, taken out all the scrap, all the bits and pieces. Tons and tons of fire extinguishers just dumped at the front here. I dare say they've scooped up anything of value, and this is what we are left with. Look at that, even a sign to the old coronavirus up there. Right, more barriers. I don't actually know what went on here, whether it was data serving, offices, what the actual workings were behind it all, whether it be just a case of someone would come in here and there'd be a plethora of offices. I know the other side of this is an on-site restaurant, cafeteria. But yeah, it's pretty much been stripped. To be honest with you guys, this was not my bag. It's not too modern for my liking. If this was left here to rot for somewhere in a region of perhaps 10-15 years, and you had them said trees and shrubs outside growing between these walls, I would certainly be more interested in it then. I could have gone through the open hole, but the irony, to be honest with you, do not enter. Now, is that someone who's been working in here to clear this up, that's come across asbestos? Could be anything like that. Don't know the ins and outs of the reason why we're seeing all this. Maybe they've stripped it and now we got to a stage where they're just going to come along and scrap absolutely everything else. A certain level of intrigue though. There we go. A back garden area. So this would have been a place where those who worked here would have come and spent maybe their lunch break, tea break, etc. There's a smoking bit across the road, so they wouldn't have been for smoking. Might have been back in the day. Again, that apocalyptic feel you get where a zombie wouldn't be out of place. So by the looks of it, international banking, first floor learning rooms, Puerto Rico, Spain, United Kingdom, Venezuela. It makes you think what the heck was going on here. As I said, all the time we're undisturbed, we've got a chance to have a look around and see what we can find. Someone has been letting off the fire extinguishers. Now they do have an explosive charge in them. To pressurise them, you whack it once and then they're ready to go. If there is a new one about, we might have a nose at it. So this would have been your on-site canteen. You'd have come along, got a tray and picked up whatever you fancy around here. Bain Marie's, service area. Now would this have had a till point, or would it have been a card? Who knows? Dishwasher there. Hand cleaning facilities. Doesn't take long for the old mould to set in, does it? Food preparation area. Probably freezers, fridges. Big old operating unit though, that's for sure. Hot beverages. More food storage. Yeah, kind of cool. Reminds me a bit of that Scoffers Cafe that we went in Northamptonshire. And I dare say, I hope everything power wise is been neutralised. Lot 25. So they were selling stuff on. The fact that you've got a lot on there, so someone, that's probably why you had security originally on site, that they were selling off what they could, and when it got beyond that point, all that was left was the rubbish. Kind of in the corridors of doom right now, looking around, seeing what's just been dumped. Wow, call that electrics. This has a lot of fuses and other bits and pieces. Halogen bulbs. Again, huge office facilities. You've got masks where people have been in stripping the stuff out. A lot of air conditioning units. A lot of power units as well on the outside. When I had an overhead view of what was on offer here, and it looks like there's a heck of a lot of servers in here, so it might have been some sort of data center as well. But again, these go on for miles. Said about servers, there's still some electrical units in there. Set of drawers at the back. Of course, we're only here to capture video output. We don't take anything from site and never will do. Paul has just directed me to an old Lancing. These bring back memories from the mid 80s into the 90s. That was bubble wrap, guys, sorry about that. So that would have been, it's not a sit-on forklift at all. It's one of these, like electric pump truck more than a forklift. And this area was where they would have changed the batteries. So they had something that was certainly heavy, because I think that would lift 3 ton, maybe even 5. Bottle of eyewash on top of it there as well. Gotta admit, I do love a sketchy corridor. These kind of remind me of utilidors, the sort of thing you've got underneath the Magic Kingdom, Walt Disney World. And you come up here and you've got to find a way to go. Jeez, it just goes on forever. 2008 on the agenda, calendar. Sign back there said escape hatch. Power couplings. Property operations office. What would have been in here? Not a great deal. You see they've come in and they've scrapped all the piping, wiring, etc. from below. That is a huge expanse of space, and someone's been in, lifted up the entire floor. That's what them plates are, the actual floor. So the floor level where you're used to walking on it, as you can see I am here, all the workings are down below. If you go over there. That simply just looks gnarly. So I don't think we'll bother going down that way. Distinctive electrical smell. Now there is of course Alan Turing. Reason why he is there is because we are adjacent to pretty much Bletchley Park. Just the other side of the roundabout. So proximity of where we are, there is a large black set of flats that used to be, well, it was my first ever place of employment at the time, called Telephone Rentals. That's directly opposite the road from us. There is a volunteer army thing, next door barracks type thing. I believe it's still there. The other side of us is an old ruined cricket pavilion. Behind that is Milton Keynes College. Across the road from that is the old, well, there's nothing there now, it's been totally demolished, Bletchley Police Station. Beyond the college is of course Bletchley Park, where that said guy weaved his magic. And I've said many times, they mention about Enigma. It wasn't actually Enigma. Enigma was the machines that all the dispatch riders had. They invented Colossus and the bomb, two other larger machines which deciphered the code and helped us win the Second World War. Right, we'll not be using the lift because they're dangerous and it's got no power anyway. But we'll make our way up. I think it's got 2 floors and then maybe a service area with the roof just beyond that. So you can see it's been tagged and graffitied, etc. But all in all, guys, not a bad explore. Smell chemicals, ammonia. Dead bird. More than one dead bird. What the hell done that to that? Right. We are a level up. So we don't need a torch on this level. And it is pretty much a muchness. All these areas here, air conditioning, heating, generators probably for servers, etc. And maybe with what I've seen with the wordings of different countries and learning centre. Maybe this was used also as a training facility for your call centres. Hello, pigeon. So basically what would happen, those who have been taken on in their own country, or maybe working for the UK from another country, they're probably taught everything they know in a classroom, and then you get the very angsty, non-conformative, they don't know what they're doing spiel when you're trying to have a conversation over the phone, because you only ring them when you've got an issue. See what I mean? Learning rooms. Because obviously, as I remember it, when I banked with Abbey National, they were British. Although they could have had their phone operators in a different country. Then it got took over by Santander, who of course are Spanish. Windows heavily tagged up round this way. Myself and Adventures of Paul in here are going to be pretty much left to our own devices, but nonetheless it still does give you them eerie vibes that you might not be alone. What a state. I don't know what this was. There's a few sort of what looks like, I don't know, CD rewriters, mini safes, all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. But the place has been trashed. Someone's like been jemmying open the safes to see if there's anything in there. Why on earth there would be, God only knows. I know AP got in here at some point. That was a few years back. Really strange. All these bits that are on these plinths, power generators, etc., servers, air conditioning units, all been ripped up and taken away. If you look currently at a Google Earth picture above this site, you'll see what it probably looked like back in the day. Power. We like power. Jesus, we still have power. The power is on. Wouldn't know the first thing about it, so I wouldn't touch it. Obviously fuses, amps, etc. And this would be your energy supply. Actually, energy supply for other things. Church Green Road. Sainsbury's. Bus shelter. Really weird. In the gin bottle store. So I'd imagine these could have been perhaps fire hydrant system. So if something, a bit of smoke, etc., goes off, like a halon system, and snuffs out the smoke and the flames. Right guys, that's going to do it for today's vlog, today's video. It's kind of been okay, to be honest with you. As I said, it's not my bag, but Paul turned around, he kept nagging me saying come along to this place, it's pretty cool and it's got some intriguing things to it, let's just say. The Lancing forklift, the servers, bits and pieces. It's just a bit of old nostalgia, and of course it was right on our doorstep. So with that guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the movies. Bye for now.